What's up, everybody, and thank you for listening to Mastering the Mindset. My name is Dariusdotch, and I'm an actor, hip-hop artist, and fitness and life coach. And I'm here to personally help you train and improve your mindset so that you can, 1, become the best version of yourself mentally, and 2, gain focus and motivation to be able to take action and achieve the success in life that you want and deserve. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to my channel, and at the end of this episode, if you liked it, please share it with a friend or loved one or someone who would benefit from hearing this message. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm ready to go on this journey with you, and that journey begins now. All right, and welcome back to another episode. So today is going to be another one of those episodes that you don't really learn anything new, because what I'll be saying is basically everything you already know, but it's good to hear and it's good to have that reminder. Today, we're going to talk about how to stop listening to your limiting beliefs, how to stop overthinking, and how to actually get things done. Now, I heard a coach who I follow refer to this term that I'm going to use, and it's called mental masturbation. And a lot of us are addicted to that kind of masturbation. What's mental masturbation? It's thinking and thinking and thinking and getting caught up in your thoughts and feelings, and you don't do anything. You stay in the same place. It's thinking about thinking about thinking while thinking about more thinking, and then feeling guilty and feeling guilty about feeling guilty and just digging a hole deeper and deeper. And this is something that's important for everybody to understand, because a lot of people would say that they just want to stop thinking so much or just turn their brain off. No, that's not what you want. Like I say, your brain's job is to think, just like your heart's job is to beat, like your lungs' job is to breathe. You wouldn't turn off your heart. You wouldn't turn your lungs off. No, you wouldn't. And why is that? If those get turned off, it means you're dead, right? So you don't want your brain to stop thinking. That's what it's designed to do. It's not that it's too many thoughts. It's the fact that it's the kind of thoughts you're thinking about are negative. That's the problem. Because ain't no way you would ever be like, man, Darius, I want this to stop. I can't stop thinking about how well my life is going right now. Man, I'm really accomplishing so much. I'm out here hitting my goals. I can't stop thinking about how good it feels. I can't stop thinking about how everything I'm getting done. I'm just so grateful all the time. No, you would never say that. So the issue ain't that you're overthinking. It's the overthinking about the wrong things. Because if you got extra positive all day, it would be a completely different thing, a different feeling. Now, don't get me wrong. We all know this, but sometimes thinking through things is the best thing to do. Sometimes thinking through things is the best thing to do. But a lot of times, thinking through something is the worst thing that you can do. Thinking through and then continuing to think through can be one of the worst things you can do. And let me say this. Thinking through things most of the time is something that shouldn't be done inside your head. Yep. Most of the time, you shouldn't be thinking through things in your head. It should be done outside your head. Again, things you already know, things I definitely talk about a lot on here. But you should be putting those things down on pen and paper. Again, and I think I've mentioned this on the last episode, maybe the one before that. I'm using this analogy a lot lately, but just like you wouldn't try and solve a really complicated math problem in your head, just like you would write it down, same thing with problems and thoughts in your head. Write it out. Be able to see and look at what you're thinking about. This is going to be way easier to figure out how to handle it, how to solve it. And you'll be surprised. A lot of times, you'll just be able to cross things off the list because you'll see that it's really not even that deep. And this is going to also minimize the amount of time or the amount of thinking you do. Now, do you have to write out things all the time, every time? No. Sometimes you just have to take the action. Sometimes you just have to call yourself out on your own bullshit and just do the work. Because if you think you're going to be able to just sit and be intentional with thinking about all your limiting beliefs and thinking about how you've been holding yourself back, what's going to happen is the mental masturbation. and you're going to find yourself in some quicksand, going down the hole of thinking, and all the negative things that are going on with you and all the negative shit that you say about yourself is going to bubble to the surface, and you'll be worse off when you could have just wrote it down and got to work. And in most cases, just by taking the action, you'll be better off. So don't sit around and think about your limiting beliefs. It's really just another way to not take action. Sometimes we just have to stop the overthinking. Limit as much thinking as we can. We just have to get up off our asses and start moving, because it's too easy to be in that negative headspace. And of course, it's easy to let it affect how we feel mentally. And that's demotivating. That'll have you just sitting around feeling sorry for yourself or wanting to make yourself feel better. And you end up doing things that feel good, but aren't productive. Like, I had a shitty day today. I just need to relax and just watch Netflix. That's all I can do right now. This is going to make me feel better. Or, no, I'm not in a good mood. I just want to sit here and not have to think about anything until my head is right. Your thoughts can be debilitating, and you can easily end up doing nothing. Is that you? Have you been there? Are you there right now? If so, hey, it's okay. We all go through those moments. You can't beat yourself up about that, and understand that it's not just you, but also understand that if you continue to not take the action, whatever that action may be, and you know exactly what that action is, if you continue to let your mental masturbation hold you back, you better believe you will look up, years will have gone by, and you'll be in the same place. What's up, what's up, what's up? I want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for listening to this episode, and to also let you know that this podcast is 100% donation driven, which means it's completely funded by you, the listener. So, if you like the content I have to offer, I would love it if you can make a donation and you get to pick the amount. I left links in the description of the video as well as my homepage. You can choose which way benefits you the best to donate. And if you need more options, please feel free to email me at dariusdotch@gmail.com. That's dariusdotch@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for being here, and let's get back to it. And we all have those things that we said we wanted to do, or that we wanted to work on or improve. And if we look back, we can say, damn, I didn't do any of it. It's really all my fault, right? We all have been there, done that. So take the action. And like I always say, you don't have to actually believe that you will achieve it. You don't have to believe in yourself to take action. Hell, you don't have to believe that you won't fail. Now, would it be better for you to believe in yourself? Absolutely. But do you have to? Is it a prerequisite? Hell to the no. You don't have to believe to take action. You don't have to believe to take action. Why? Because as long as you're taking the right action and you're headed in the right direction, you'll eventually get there. That's it. That's a fact. As long as you're headed in the right direction and you're taking the right action, nothing else matters. You will eventually get there. If I decided to get in my car and drive to Mexico, and I don't know how to get there, and all I had was my GPS to rely on, if I keep driving, taking the correct actions, making the correct turns, no matter how fast I'm going, no matter what roadblocks I hit or detours or setbacks, if I run out of gas or have to pull over, if I get burned out, as long as I get back driving, taking those actions, even if I don't know where I'm going, if I don't know how to do it, and I'm learning as I go, eventually I'll get there. Eventually I'll make it to Mexico. But you know what won't get me there? If I sit and think about how long it's going to take. If I think about how far it is and how I'll be tired of driving. If I sit and think about how scary it might be to do it by myself. To sit and think about how I never did something like this before. Or to sit and think about how it's not the best time to go and I should go next month. None of that is going to get me to my destination. Direction and action matter. Do you have to believe that you're going to make it? No, you don't have to. That's not necessary, but the action is. Think about this. There are people in this world succeeding at something that you want to succeed at with less talent. They're doing exactly what you want to be doing, and they ain't even as qualified as you are. And one of the big reasons why is because they're just taking the right action. So imagine this. Imagine this. Imagine if we could just switch off our brains like we wish we could. And imagine if we could just turn off thinking completely and just hit a switch and we basically turn into robots. No thinking, just action. Just action and getting shit done. Just doing the work and taking action and taking action and taking action. Eventually, you will get it done. Right? But we don't have that switch. But what we can still do is say, okay, here go them fears I have again. Fuck it. I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, here go my limiting beliefs kicking in again. Screw it. I'm going to keep going. Or here we go again. I'm having a moment when I don't feel like I'm good enough. I'm just going to do this shit anyway. If you did that, if you could just do that, what do you think is going to happen? You know it's going to lead to you being successful. So you know what you need to do. And one final thing, everybody, and I repeat, everybody has their limiting beliefs and they have doubts about themselves. And that's true for the most successful people in the world to the least successful person. Every single one of them have fears and limiting beliefs and moments of doubts and feeling like they're not good enough. Every single one of them. The difference is they don't listen. They hear it and they keep pushing. And the people who never go after the things they want do listen to all that. So, moving forward, which one do you want to be? What's the right action for you to take right now? How can you get yourself out of your mind? Because the thing is, most of you listening to me know exactly what it is you need to do. 99% of you all know what it is you need to do. You just don't do it. Why is that? Why are you not doing it when you know what it is you need to do? And we know what the answer is. Like I said, I'm not saying anything that you don't already know. It's because we sit and think and we get caught up in our fears and we second guess and we mope and we get scared of rejection. Right? What if I mess up? What if I fail? What if people give me bad reactions? What if I won't get accepted? You can give yourself a million reasons why you can't take the action. But at some point, you just have to take it. You have to. Continuing to do what you've been doing is never going to get it done. You have to save yourself. So stop the mental masturbation. Stop thinking and start moving. If you take the action and are headed in the right direction, then you will eventually get there. But you can't get there from your thoughts. So that's what I got for you today. If you like this episode, please share it with somebody that can benefit from this, somebody who is a friend or a family member, somebody who has goals and is trying to improve their lives. So thank you again, and let's get it in.